Okay, I have an unboxing here. It's something that obviously you're here to see, and this item here has not been reviewed yet on YouTube. If you go on YouTube, you just see quick videos of people showing you the quick glimpse of the light and its features, but nobody's did a review on it. So this is the NICREW Pro 24/7. We're going to test this light out and see if it's any good. They say it'll grow plants, a plant light. We'll soon see. So this is the, if you can see there, the focus. Anyway, it won't focus, jeez. It's the NICREW Planet Plus Aquarium light, 30 to 36 inch, 22 watts. And it's new. It's apparently new light. So in the packaging, you just get some information with the remote, user guide, just the basics. And not happy, probably the information to send it back. Our friendly customer services will work hard to put a smile back on your face. Here's how you can contact us. That's the information for that. Here is the remote control, and it's basically got the 24/7 buttons here. And just get your max and demo mode. And then you get your features for your weather. Then you get your programmable 1 to 4. Everybody knows about the remote. Then you have a power adapter. And it is, output is 24 volts. So let's get the light out. Here's the brackets. Battery or something here inside. I don't know what it is. No. So here's the light. It is thin. It's got an aluminum body. This is your IR blaster or IR sensor. And on the front here it has the modes, timer. Let's turn the light on here so we can see a little bit. The only thing, like everybody else says, it would have been nice to have the wires all at the same end. Yeah, like you get the power cord down at the other end. So let's flip this over and remove. So that's plastic. Yep. So the plastic bottom. And this is your RGBs on the front. Just unhook here. So on your power supply you gotta disconnect. So let's look at the LEDs. And then you can see the RGB. So there's just 3 rows of RGB. Well, the center row is RGB and the outer ones are white. And this light is really thin. Look how thin this is. Like, it's really thin. And it's pretty heavy light for 30. This is 28 point, almost 29 inches. So let's grab a measuring tape just to see exactly what it is. So to the end here, so it's 28.5. Okay, so the NICREW Pro 24/7 RGB light. And I'm going to give you a closer look here with my iPhone. Did an unboxing with the camera, but something happened to the memory card. So here's the light. This is a 20 or 30 to 36 inch. So I measured the light, and it's actually 28.5 inch light itself. And as you can see on the bottom, here is the LEDs. In the center is the RGBs. On the outer perimeter, it is the white. You have a cord on each end for power. You also have an on and off button right there. You have these little legs. Slide this in. Okay, so there's the light installed, and that's on max right now. I wonder if that'll be enough light to grow plants, you guys. So let's get the remote and play with the remote a little bit. So there's the thunder. So it must go on like a cloudy day with thunder. Yeah. So let's turn this light out. So it must continuously do this until you turn it off. It's not randomly. So let's go to sunny. That's sunny. I think that's the same as max, yeah. Then you got your sunny and cloudy. I don't know if this light's going to cut it for what I'm going to be using it for. Just by looking at the max. Yeah. So let's go to the 24-hour demo mode. I think you get a hit. The closest time to me would be, let's just do 9 a.m. So that's 9 a.m. in the morning. So hit demo. So we're just running through the demo mode of the 24/7. The light would probably be fine for growing low to medium plants. More to low than anything. It's going back to night. Don't think this light has a water resistance. I'd have to look at it and see what it says. By the looks of the plastic underneath covering the lens covering the LEDs, it's pretty flimsy. It doesn't look sealed, so I wouldn't trust it. So I'm going to have to cut my hood and put a piece of glass inside it just to cover the light. So the 24/7 demo mode is, I think it's going through a cycle again, or it's coming through night, I'm not sure. It's more of an orange. Yeah, it's coming through. It's coming through the morning again tonight. So on this remote you have programs. Let's see what night looks like. So we're going to hit demo. We're going to hit let's turn it off. Oh, it goes right back. Okay, so that's max. Let's see if we can adjust any of the colors. So you can only adjust the red, green, and blue. White. No, you can adjust white right there. That's max. What do you think, you guys? Is that would be bright enough to grow low to medium plants? I don't know. Light is pretty thin. It's nice light. Just too bad it wasn't more wattage. Let me see. So there's really not too much more to the remote, but other than what I just showed you guys. And so right now it's what time is it? 4:30. So you pick your closest time. So it'll be 3 p.m. Oh, you gotta hit 24/7. Then you're gonna hit PM or your time. So it's closer to 3. So that's the setting for 3. You just set it and leave it. But other than that, you guys, you have your buttons up here on top. Plastic film covering it. So if you lose your remote, you can use these buttons right here. I think the buttons are just for your timer. You have an on and off switch on this side. So there's another feature, you guys. So if the power goes out, it goes to randomly, I think, morning when you got it on 24/7. So you have to turn it off, turn it back on, and that's what you get. So the power goes out, you're going to come back over here and you're going to hit 24/7 and you're going to hit the closest time. Yeah, don't like that either. So I'm debating to keep this light or not. I don't know if it's going to go back or what. My next choice would be Phoenix. So if you have any questions, you guys, don't hesitate, leave a question down below. I'll try to answer whatever I can. I'm going to give this 2 weeks and see how it does. And I'll come back about 2 weeks and let you know how the light's doing. I'll give you probably once a week I'll come back. So I'll do the review twice on this light within a 2 week span. Something comes up, some problems come up, and then I'll be doing a video sooner than that. Okay, so I got the light hole cut out in the hood, as you can see. So now all I gotta do is get a piece of glass and silicone in on the underside of it and then put a bead on across the top. But it's a good way to keep your canopy because I don't want moisture coming out. So I cut it wider than the light. And then I'm just going to get glass to sit right up underneath. I'll flip it over and I'll run a bead of silicone. And I'll set the light and the glass right down on top. I'm probably not going with plexiglass so it won't be so heavy. And that's just, I'm thinking about anyway. I don't know if glass or plexiglass. But I'm thinking warping when you move your hood, it might make the glass break. So plexiglass would probably be the best idea. Just get it cut a little bigger than the hole and silicone it in. But that's the NICREW Plus, 24/7 Plus. And right now I'll tell you, I'm not really happy with the light because it's not very bright. But the hole's on top of the aquarium, so whatever light I get, it will fit on top. But we'll see how the plants do with the light for a couple of weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. I think I got a 4-month return on the light, so we'll see what happens. Here's the remote, which what time is it? 6:30, 6 p.m. Yeah. So we'll give it a try and see how it works out, but eventually I'm going to have the light itself, once the glass is on, laying right on top of here, and I'm going to Velcro it. That's what I'm thinking about doing. Maybe I might not have to, but you can see the light needs to be moved down a little bit. There. But that's the NICREW light, you guys. I definitely didn't want to get rid of my canopy. So cut it, keep it. Put a piece of plexi in there. Keeps the moisture in. Voila. Glass tops for this here aquarium is around $100 and something, and that's just about as much as I paid for the whole aquarium, so I ain't gonna do that. But anyway, I just wanted to show you that after I get it done. The light could be a little brighter, too bad it wasn't a complete 30-watt light. Probably been perfect for this tank to grow low to medium plants, no problem. 22 watts, I don't think it's going to cut it, but we'll see. Here it is with the lights out in the bedroom. Let's just go through the modes that we have. There's lightning. Goes to like a cloudy theme. And then you also have, that's night. That's sunny. That's full brightness. That's cloudy. Then you go, of course, you got your 24-hour demo mode. And it is yeah. So anyways, you guys, thanks for watching. Once I get the plexiglass put into place, I'll give you an update on that. I got the wave maker hooked up too. Turn that on now. I gotta get CO2 hooked up, hoses run. But once I get it all set up, I'll make once I finish the hood, I'll show you that. And I'll give you also a review on that light in further depth, like if it's working for my setup for plants, which I have a feeling that low to medium, probably medium's pushing it, but low it definitely will. But I'm gonna have a little CO2 going in here and see what happens.